Welcome to Cookin with Hilda. Today we are going to make tacos de birria. This is a Mexican dish that is very popular, and there is a great reason for that. They are delicious. So, are you ready to make with me some birria? Let's start talking about meat. You can actually choose the kind of meat you prefer. Traditional tacos de birria are made with goat. Today I chose to use brisket. Even when you can choose the kind of beef you prefer, it's better if you choose a fatty cut of meat because tacos are more tasteful when there's some fatty in them, and this is not the exception. If your meat is in a big chunk, cut it in the same size of regular pieces and cover it with salt and let it rest for around 1 hour. In the meanwhile, choose your choice of dry chiles. You can choose between ancho chile, chile pasa, chile guaje, chile puya. There are many different kinds of dry chiles. Today I chose to use these. Wash them and let it rest in hot water for around 15 minutes. Then clean them, de-seed them, and take off those veins that you see inside those chiles. If you leave those veins, they're gonna be bitter, and we don't want that in our delicious consommé. So clean them perfectly and blend them with some salt if you want. That is gonna be a base for our consommé. It's not the only one. We still need to prepare something. Now, heat a pan with some oil and sear your beef. Sear in both sides and sideways until it's golden and crispy the outside. That's gonna ensure that all the juices of this beef is gonna stay inside. And in the same pan, you have to saute some onion and garlic. Now it's time to cook the beef. I chose to use this time my Instant Pot because it's easier, but you can use your preferred method, maybe oven or stove top, whatever you choose. So I brought my Instant Pot and set inside the beef, cover it with the sauteed onion and garlic, and I use roasted tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes or even a can of tomatoes, but I find that it is better to use homemade roasted tomatoes for this recipe. You are doing all this work, so you want it to be so delicious. And add the spices, the cinnamon, the coriander, the pepper, some salt, oregano. It's very important that you use the Mexican oregano, not the Italian oregano for this recipe. After you cover the meat with that, you can use some homemade broth, beef broth. Go the extra step because these birria tacos are gonna be over the top. Cover it and let it cook for around 1 hour. Now this time is gonna depend on the method you chose to cook the beef. Because I use the Instant Pot, I cook it for an hour so it is soft and the consommé is already forming. Now that the beef is ready, take the beef out and blend again all these consommé, delicious, hearty, soupy consommé. Blend it well. Now it's time to recreate an oven inside the dirt, and to do that, we need plantain leaves. Clean your plantain leaves and cover your pot. You can use a deep pot that is safe to put inside the oven. Cover all the interior with those plantain leaves, and this is gonna recreate those ovens. They open a hole on the dirt and put inside the pots and cover them again and let them cook very slowly. This is gonna recreate that. So cover it with your plantain and set inside the beef, and on top of the beef add the consommé, this sauce that we are been making since the beginning. Yeah, this delicious sauce. Cover it. Now cover it with a lid and let it in the oven for around 40 more minutes. After this, we're almost done. Bring the beef out and shred it carefully and leave the consommé. This is gonna be amazing, and this is where we are gonna super tacos to make it extra yummy. To assemble this delicious tacos de birria, we grab a corn tortilla and dip it on the consommé. This consommé has the fat layer on top of it, so you dip it there in both sides and put it on a grill. Now cover your tortilla with a cheese that melts very well. This is your choice of cheese, and on top of that you put some of the shredded milk. Now we close the tortilla and let that cheese do its magic to melt. You turn it, and then it's time to serve it with a side of warm, hearty, delicious consommé. You can top these tacos with more onions, cilantro, lime, whatever you like to add to your tacos, but let me tell you, just like that, they are super delicious. So it's time for you to enjoy. So thank you for being one more time here in Cooking with Hilda. And if you found value in this video of tacos de birria, please give it a thumbs up. See you guys next time.